Hello fellow space-dwelling beings. Today's video is brought to you by today's shirt, which has a sort of mushroom-shaped UFO and a dinosaur, and I want to believe on it. Before we get started, let me remind you that on October 5th and 6th, I'll be leading a retreat in Toronto. On October 8th, I will be speaking in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. On October 11th, Zero Defects will play at Jilly's in Akron. And on October 12th, I'll be speaking at the Akron Public Library Highland Square branch. Alright, on to today's topic. I don't usually look at this Soto Zen Buddhism Facebook page. Occasionally I go on there to kind of troll people who ask silly questions and things like that. But today I saw a question that it was interesting because, well, let's read the question first and I'll talk about why it's interesting. I have been practicing Soto Zen for a few months, sitting every single day twice, and read most of the suggested books. And I have a question that is still harassing me. Once a Buddhist has constant contact with the Absolute and the ego has dissolved, how can he deal with everyday life? How can he still find enjoyment at work or in sport without an ego pushing him? What would be the reason why a Buddha should wake up in the morning and go around if he has already found inner peace? Sorry in advance if the question is stupid, but as I said, I'm a very beginner, therefore I'm open to criticism. You know, this is one of these questions I hear a lot, and my answer when I just went on the page this morning was to say, don't worry about it, it never happens. That's really the answer, and bye, we'll talk to you later. Remember to donate to Patreon and PayPal. See you later. Okay, I'll go on a little bit more. I'm surprised at how often I get variations on this question. Not only have I been asked this question a lot, I have sat in a lot of rooms listening to Zen teachers before I became one myself, and heard other people with this question. And to be perfectly honest, at the very beginning of my practice, I thought about it too. But it wasn't something that really concerned me because it was pretty quickly apparent that this wasn't going to happen. And the reason it was apparent it wasn't going to happen was I had teachers. I had Tim McCarthy standing in front of me, being a person who went out and did his life and did everything that he does, and so I could see that it happens, that people do, and I had Gudo Nishijima doing that too. And you have, hundreds of other examples of people who lived their lives after, so-called Enlightenment experience. There's a couple of things. One thing is that asking a question like this is sort of like, well, why should I start writing songs? Because who knows, I might make $1 bazillion with a song I've written and I just won't have any privacy anymore, so I'm not going to write any songs. Like, yeah, probably not something you need to worry about right at the outset. The other problem is that it plays on a kind of common misconception about what enlightenment is. And so people imagine that if they meditate enough, they're going to reach some sort of great absolute consciousness which will fix everything. And then this guy kind of worries about what he's going to do after that happens. The thing is, there's no state like that, and I don't know why people believe there is. Look at every example of anyone, including His Holiness Gautama Buddha himself, the Uber Buddha, the guy who started it all, the Buddha, I guess, if I'm going to be properly German. He didn't just go off and not do anything anymore. He spent 50 years, was it something like that, of his life going around teaching people to meditate and doing stuff. This idea that you're going to reach some rarefied state where absolutely everything will be fixed and you won't have any problems anymore and everything will be cool, it doesn't happen. So don't worry that, I don't know, the one variation I hear on this is like, I'm an artist and if I meditate I'm going to lose all my problems and not have anything to do art about. I'm like, yeah, worry about that later, I mean, I still write effing books. Now, you could say, Oh, Brad, you're not fully enlightened yet. What about if you were fully enlightened? It doesn't happen. And there's no evidence that it does. I've had a few of these so-called enlightenment experiences myself, and I can tell you about what's happened to me. But if you want to imagine somebody who has a better enlightenment experience than stupid Brad had, well, look at them. Look at the actual people. Look at the people from history who have had these experiences, including, as I said, Gautama Buddha, his very self. It doesn't happen. So that's it. There isn't really that much more to say about it. I thought this was going to be a long video. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'm about to be taken away by the Funny Farm, so we'll see you later. Remember, donate via Patreon and PayPal. The links are below for your edification and amusement, and see you later. Bye.